Last time on Stills for Seven podcast.
Since nah, I'm lying. I was celebrating for a little bit, man. Then the Knicks had to play and lose. Kind of messed up
Oh,
the rest of my day. I ain't gonna hold you. I said, all right, let me stop watching basketball for a good month and a half. I'm gonna stop watching basketball until the NFL season over. I can't take the early season struggles, man. It's hurting my heart. But
well, it's because our secondary is blowing. Either our secondary gets torched, or we freaking get an unnecessary penalty. It's ridiculous. And yeah, you damn right you can file this under Pittsburgh Vinton. Damn it. Coach, good for you to, rub up on your players. And the players to rub up on you, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, bro.
You're not okay. You just let that one ride?
no, I'm not.
Okay. In that case, you know what?
You're right.
It's a new season, baby. Stills for Seven podcast. You already know what it is, man. Gang, you already know what it is, man. Still a gang. It's a gang. It's the gang. You already know what it is, man. Going for that motherfucking Super Bowl, yeah.
Steelers for 7, yeah, we about to go get it. Still a game, we win it. Go down in the trenches, yeah. We ain't trying to kick it like Drake, we do it for the sixes, then we can kick it. Yeah, this our division, the other 3 go missing. Come on, let's get it, yeah. This our division, Super Bowl, let's win it. Steelers for 7, yeah, we about to go get it. Still a game, we win it. Go down in the trenches, yeah. We ain't trying to kick it like Drake, we do it for the sixes, then we can kick it. Yeah, this our division, the other 3 go missing. Come on, let's get it. Yeah, this our division. Super Bowl, let's win it.
Still Nation, what's going on? This shit got Kev Easy, man. Stills for 7 podcast, episode 170. This will be the last time y'all see me like this. You feel me? The last time y'all see me like this. You know what I mean? Y'all see me on Monday and like, oh shoot, Kev must have felt good off the win. Yeah, tomorrow's my birthday. You feel me? I'm gonna celebrate my Steelers versus Ravens win early. So tomorrow's a little groom day for the bull, but but you already know what time it is, man. It's Ravens week. The best rivalry in football, man. You can't ask for anything better. This is the perfect example of football here. Like, if you want to know what real football is, put on one of these games. It's going to be a lot of hard hitting. Someone might go down, knock on wood. Hopefully I don't go down at all, but it's one of those, man. Not dirty, but very, very competitive. Top tier competitive. But it's a lot of questions. There's a lot of questions that need answers from this game alone. If you look at the Ravens standpoint, Lamar Jackson need to answer that. Can he get his team past the Pittsburgh Steelers? And I don't even want to say his team, right? More so his performance. Can he perform like the MVP Lamar Jackson versus the Pittsburgh Steelers? I feel like the answers are already no. Like, he may have a game here and there in his career, but Mike Tomlin, when it comes to quarterbacks, I don't want to say in Lamar's league, but quarterbacks that run very well, pass, dual threats. He don't really fail against those type of guys because he always wanted that type of guy. In Ben's last couple of years, you heard Mike Tomlin say he wanted a mobile quarterback. And it's like, he ain't getting. He got Justin Fields now, and Russell used to be a mobile quarterback. I think he could do enough to get away or something like that. But, it's real. It's real, man. Lamar Jackson, I'm sure he would like to basically put the doubters to bed. It won't happen this week, brother. But it's another guy on the team that needs to prove some things. Derrick Henry. Now, if you look at Derrick Henry matchup versus the Steelers, he may have yards here or there, but overall, he's not destroying the Pittsburgh Steelers. So he has something to kind of live up to. Like, all right, I'm King Henry. I might mess around and break the single season rushing record this year. Let me go ahead and, put my hat in the ring. Let me go ahead and right the wrongs from the past when I was in Tennessee land. Let me be the one to let the Steelers know that we're here, right? Stuff like that. Yada, yada, yada. John Harbaugh, your brother's in now. Now you got to turn up. You don't want your brother to outdo you. Got people questioning if you should be in Baltimore. Then you have Deontay Johnson, who they tried their best to try to make what Coach Tomlin said about him bulletin board material. It's crazy work. I don't understand it. I don't understand it one bit. But I'll tell you this, though. We definitely going to answer them questions. Now, our side, the Pittsburgh Steelers side, we have our questions as well. But most of the questions is basically from the mainstream media. Now they was saying, you got some people that's saying, the Steelers didn't play anybody, including the Commanders, into the nobodies, which is crazy. When I look at when Baltimore played the Commanders and when we played the Commanders, Baltimore won the game, but they didn't win the game how we won the game. I felt like we was able to control what Washington did, where Baltimore was able to beat Baltimore offensively to do what they had to do. Now, when we played the Commanders, they couldn't really be who they were offensively. Like, they wasn't able to maximize. Now, those are the moments where they could have won the game, but it's moments that we could have blew them out the water. So we definitely got some answers to some questions out there. Russell Wilson, I seen this ESPN interview, it was like an exclusive interview they uploaded today. Big shout out to Russell Wilson, man. Like, prior to him coming to Pittsburgh, I was one of those I was saying, he corny, he fake, you feel me? Like that type of narrative. I was believing the narrative because everything I seen kind of proved it. I didn't watch him on a daily basis. But one thing I've always kind of noticed was his Legion of Boom teammates, that era, every time they see Russ, they show him mad love. And I'm like, all right, this was probably the realest team he had in his career. But they always see him and show him love. So how fake is he for real? So I never kind of understood that part. So when I see Russ on a day-to-day, see him display his leadership, put Justin Fields under his wing, talk to George Pickens from time to time, his conversations with Coach T, the Coach T effect on him, like it was early. Man, Russell Wilson, to me, has been a great addition to what the Pittsburgh Steelers culture needed. The culture of the Pittsburgh Steelers needed this. Like, they needed this type of leadership because we definitely didn't have it on the offensive side in some time, man. For real. Like, I don't know when, where, or how it happened, but it happened. And I think the low we got it. You feel me? Real quick, because the game is about to start in about 4 minutes, man. Quick, I'm gonna go ahead and do my NFL quick picks. Mitch said that he might be on the show later, but if not, see them on the next joint. This is only doing this show because, like I said, my birthday tomorrow, and I'm really one of those at this point in life where on my birthday I don't want to be bothered by anything, anybody. You feel me? Like if it ain't nothing significant, then I'd rather not hear from you for real. But shout out to all the love. I ain't mad at that, all the birthday love and all that. You feel me? So I ain't mad at y'all. But we gonna go ahead and do NFL quick picks real quick, man. Because tonight, it's the Commanders versus Philly. This is actually a game that I might peek and watch, throughout the show. I might cut the show a little earlier, depending on what's going on. Watch that game. Because the Eagles got something to prove for real to the Commanders and the people in that division, the fans or whatever. I feel like the Eagles are in the same situation as Baltimore with their Baltimore game versus us. The Commanders, the hot team right now. The Steelers, the hot team in the division. But going into the season, the Eagles kind of got criticized a little bit, but a lot of people were going with the Eagles to win the division, and now they're battling to try to do that. With Baltimore, they were saying it's easy, open shut case. Baltimore's only challenge will be the Bengals. And the Bengals' the only challenge right now is just to win a game, and it's the Steelers that took over the division. So, this is like one of those type of games. So I'm gonna be peaking like one of these every couple minutes, when the game on. But Sunday, I'm gonna do our game like last, towards the end of the show. But Browns and Saints, I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Saints. Saints at home. Bengals visit the Chargers. That's the night game right there. But I got the Chargers in that game. Got Colts versus the Jets. I think the Jets going to pull it off because the Colts is putting Anthony Richardson back in there. So they still playing musical chairs over there. You got the Vikings versus the Titans. I got the Vikings winning on the road. Jaguars versus the Lions. I'm going to go with the Lions at home. Got Packers versus the Bears. I'm going to have to go with the Packers. It seems like the Bears is about to implode. Raiders versus the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins are starting to kind of get it back together. So I'm going to roll with the Dolphins. Rams versus the Patriots. I'm going to go with the Rams. Patriots, they have an opportunity, but I feel like the Patriots, this is one of those years where it's like we got to figure out what direction our culture is going to go. We have the Falcons versus visiting Denver to go against the Broncos. I got the Falcons winning in Denver, which to me, I feel like that is, I don't know who's over or under or whatever, as far as like the favorite or whatever, but I would think the Broncos would be favorite. No, maybe not. I don't know. I'm going to go with the Falcons, though. Then you got the Seahawks versus the 49ers. I'm definitely going to take the Seahawks in that one. 49ers, I think they're getting their superpowers back, but that moment with Debo on the sideline, smacking up the special teams players, that can't be good, man. That can't be good. You got Chiefs versus the Bills. I think this is the game the Chiefs lose, but honestly, I think the Chiefs might win this game. I'm going to go ahead and pick the Chiefs to win this game. It's just something. They find a way to win. And as a person that's been a fan of a team that for the last couple of years do nothing but find a way to win, I'm going to have to go with the Chiefs, man. I won't be shocked if the Bills win, though. Then you have the Monday night game, which is the Texans and the Cowboys. Texans going to win that one. Cowboys stick a fork in them. They trying to tank for Shador, and Deion. They trying to tank for them brothers, man. Deion did make a comment. Deion Sanders definitely made a comment about about the Cowboys tanking, trying to, you feel me, basically put their hat in the ring. You know what I'm saying? If y'all don't believe me, I'll show you that clip in a minute. I'm gonna get my hands on the clip, man. But we're gonna go ahead and take a quick break. We're gonna be right back. Still the Nation, what's going on? It's your guy Kev Easy here. Yo, you see the title. That's all I've been seeing online. I'm like, what did he say? What did he say? And I didn't know they was referencing what he said on Tomlin Tuesday, his Tuesday press conferences. And for those who didn't see it, here it go right here.
To be honest with you, I hadn't thought a lot about it. He's not on a lot of their video, and so, at this stage of the week, I don't know that I've weighed, what he might mean to the matchup. They got more significant pieces with larger roles that are occupying my attention at this part of the week.
Now, tell me, watching that, I can understand, like with no context, I can understand someone taking that and saying, yo, he took a dig at Deontay. But nah, I seen the last Ravens game when Deontay was there. He didn't have too much tape. They didn't really have a plan for him. So when I saw Coach Tomlin say what he said, I didn't think nothing of it the first time. So the fact that the social media is blowing it out of proportion, it's crazy. It's like y'all trying to get them bulletin board material. And it's like, Coach T wasn't even thinking about it like that, you know? Coach T wasn't disrespectful. That's not even his character to openly disrespect a player in a meeting, in a press conference, media type setting. That's not even his character, man. So, you know, everyone out there saying, yo, Coach T cooked Deontay Johnson, just relax a little bit. It wasn't even like that. Deontay don't have that much tape on as a Raven. You don't know how they're going to use him, but you know he came at a certain point in a season where you got to go with the flow. So whatever they have, look at Mike Williams. He was only in for like 2-3 plays. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never know. You never know. His role might be bigger this week, but it's like it's not going to be to the point where they have to really focus on him. You got to focus on Lamar. Then you got to focus on Derrick Henry. Then Zay Flowers. You know what I'm saying? Mark Andrews. Like, you got to focus on a whole lot of people before you get to Deontay. Even Bateman. You know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of people blew it out of proportion, man. Deontay didn't get cooked by anybody because no one came at him. You know what I'm saying? But y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comments. Do y'all disagree with me? Do y'all agree that he took a shot at Deontay Johnson? Put it in the comments, man. But make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Stills for 7 podcast episode 170 will be on Thursday, live Thursday. YouTube, Twitch, IG maybe, you feel me, and X. It's going to be Thursday because Friday is my birthday, you feel me, and you see I look crazy. So Friday morning, got to get right, line up, twist him up, you feel me, and then enjoy my birthday, man. But Stills for 7 podcast 170 will be Thursday, so make sure y'all lock in 8 p.m.
Button, hit that notification button, and don't forget to follow the podcast on all streaming platforms.
Yeah, and that's right, and that's right, and that's right. If you're not excited about this game, I question your fandom of either team. Matter of fact, I question your fandom about football in general. Like, I don't even know. Like, how can you not like football and not be on the edge of your seat for this matchup? I don't know, man. But yeah, but back to the Deion Sanders and the whole Cowboys situation. They need to, you feel me, to tank. We had got footage. Deion, he was talking about what would happen if the Cowboys trying to get him. Y'all let me know if y'all let me know when y'all see this. Y'all definitely let me know if y'all agree with Deion here, man. Go ahead and play the clip. Shout out to whoever did the clip, you feel me, who got this message from Deion. Shout out to you. I didn't see where your name was at, but here it is.
I'm sitting here checking out my good friend Stephen A. Talking about this right here.
I believe that the Dallas Cowboys should tank the rest of the season, get the #1 overall pick, so you can draft Shedeur Sanders.
No.
And by the way, hire primetime Deion Sanders.
No, that ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen, no.
The Dallas Cowboys.
I'm sorry. Let me stop this right here. That ain't gonna happen, man. And I'm not putting up with the darn bull jump. So you already know how this is gonna go. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because Jerry ain't gonna pay the money. He's not gonna pay that kind of money. Because you know you want me and Shedeur. We come with a bag, a big one, and he ain't gonna pay it.
He ain't gonna pay it. Shout out to Deion, man. You feel me? Shout out to whoever got the tape. You know what I'm saying? Deion expressing the feelings, man. Salute to him, man. But yeah, yo, like I said, this is gonna be kind of a quick one. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, even if the guys come up, I'm still gonna get off very quick, man. Because, you know, like I said, tomorrow is Friday. I ain't have a birthday on Friday in a couple years. You know, I'm acting like I'm hype on here, but like I said, like, I got my old head card. Like, was going to be 3 years at this point. You feel me? I feel like you get your old head card at 30. You know what I'm saying? Gonna be 33, and then missed up hours. You feel me? So I just want to chill. Get it, yeah. Y'all know the song. I might be butchering it, but yeah, man. Steelers versus Ravens. Steelers versus Ravens. Steelers versus Ravens. Now, there's some things out there. I saw a little something when I first did my Google search of the Steelers today. Because it's tough to keep up with the guys all the time, especially when you got other things going on in life. Like, it's tough to keep on track, like keep track of what the guys is doing, man. You feel me? But I'm seeing some things where, hey, Corey Trice is back. He was back at practice this week. I think today might have been his first day back. Now, what does Corey Trice being back mean? That means we're getting a lot more people healthy. You dig? A lot more people healthy. And just give me a quick second. I'm going to actually go to Steelers.com and pull up the latest report from today. But, it's good, man. We getting players that we've been missing for a while, man. Corey Trice, last time I remember him on the field, game-winning pick, if I'm not mistaken. So it was good to see him back. It was good to see Cordell Patterson back. I think the jury is still out on Nick Herbig, but I know when he do get back, it's going to be good. I don't think we're too far away from him coming back. I think it's more so the type of energy he has. It's a hamstring. You can't really – you have to kind of be, like, extra careful with a hamstring injury, Like, you don't want to rush him back and, look, come back, you rush him, and boom, he out for the year, or he out for another 4 weeks, so. But as far as the injury report right now, Van Jefferson was limited in practice. C.J. Henderson, he did not practice. Najee Harris, full participant. Dante Jackson was limited with a hamstring. Corey Trice Jr. was full participation at practice. Jalen Warren did not practice. Nick Herbig was full at practice. So him being full at practice is pretty dope. That definitely gives me makes me feel optimistic that he'll be back. Alex Highsmith, of course, he's going to miss a couple of weeks, so he didn't practice. Isaac Seumalo, he had an old head day, you feel me? But he was still a full participant, so I don't know what capacity he did. He probably was just walking through or whatever. But said that he practiced, though. McCole Pruitt, he had an old head day. He didn't practice. And Cam Hayward definitely had an old head day. He didn't practice. I'm trying to see. That's probably why they got Isaac up there, just because he didn't practice yesterday. So, yeah, let them old heads get them days, man. Shout out to Experience. Experience is the real reason why you see guys get these type of days, because Mike Tomlin burned his best out before his career. You got to live and learn on how your career goes, how you manage the career of others. So it's dope to see that he has the old head days now. And I felt like we was one of the first teams to do that, to transition to the new era of doing things, because I haven't really heard like star older vets taking the day off at practice, like having a scheduled day off of practice, so it's pretty dope. If I look at the Ravens, I normally don't go on the other side and see what happened over there, but a lot of guys over there that may have been questionable actually practiced. Like Kyle Hamilton, he was limited in practice, but he practiced. Lamar Jackson he practiced a little bit, but they just preserving him, honestly. Lamar's like one of them guys that's like, yo, just give him the game, give him to the game, and he'll play. Guys like Isaiah Likely, he was a full participant in practice. Arthur Millette was limited. Brent Urban, I thought he was another Brent Urban. I say Urban is still in the league. I think the one I'm thinking of was a tight end. But yeah, and Kyle Van Noy, he was back at practice. So yeah, it's looking like we're gonna get a pretty healthy type of matchup, for the first time around. No big significant pieces outside of Alex Highsmith, and that's because I value Alex Highsmith as a significant piece. There's a lot of people I don't want to say a lot of people, but it's a fair share of, I don't want to say fair share, but it's a group out there that don't think Alex Highsmith is that good, and just because he don't have like double digit sacks all the time and stuff like that. They just don't really know the role he plays and his value. Like you honestly see his value missing when he's not there. But us having Preston Smith, I'm hoping, because Preston Smith is versatile. He can play inside like with Lario and them, and he can play outside as well. I think the way we play our outside linebackers, he'll be able to do good out there, especially like maintaining the edge and everything, and this pass rushing. I think he'll be able to do some things there. I'm hoping that if that's the case where he's filling in and he's the starter for Alex Highsmith, my thing is I wanted to be like how Zach Frazier, when he went down, Ryan McCullum came in and he really didn't notice the difference. So I'm hoping Preston Smith could give us something like that, because stopping a run is going to be the number one thing. It is going to be the number one thing, So that's that. You can go ahead and take a sip. Shout out to the audio listeners. You feel me? I don't forget about y'all. Every time I say words on the show, I have y'all in mind. Because I know if I keep saying, look at this, look at this, look at this, y'all going to be like, I can't look, man. I got y'all. Don't worry. Do not worry. Be all right. But look, man, let me see what else, man. What else? I'm going to go ahead and do, yeah, let's do it. I'm saying everything and make sure I got every segment for Friday. You feel me? So we're going to go ahead and do Are You With It or Not? The Caviezy edition. Bing. Let's start with the first one. The first one is the Ravens versus Steelers game. Steelers versus Ravens game won't exceed 35 points combined. Yesterday, I think I said 21-17 Steelers. So if I just go for that logic, it will exceed 35 points. But just saying and thinking, I'm like, when was the last time Pittsburgh Steelers and Ravens game was high like that? But then you got to really do a deep dive of those games. We didn't have a quarterback, and Lamar didn't play some of those games. And we had Snoop over there. Not Snoop Dogg, but what's his name? Humphrey or something like that. So I'm going to go ahead and say no. I'm going to say no. As much as I see it likely happening, I'm going to say no. I'm going to just stick with the score I had, 21-17 Steelers. So I'm going to say no. Next one. Russell and Najee will have more rushing touchdowns than Lamar and Derek. I know on his face, reading the question, seeing the question or a statement, you serious? Russell and Najee will have more rushing touchdowns than Lamar and Derrick Henry? You must be crazy. No, I'm not. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible Lamar don't have any rushing touchdowns. It's possible that Derrick Henry don't have rushing touchdowns. It's possible Najee won't have a rushing touchdown, but Russell might have two. We don't know. That's the thing about this game of football, man. In that red zone, you really don't know what's going to happen. But I'm going to go ahead and say no. I feel like when Russ is in the red zone, he's not looking to run it most of the time. He's looking to actually throw it in the end zone. And even if he throw it to Najee in the red zone, Najee scores, that's still not a rushing touchdown. So I'm going to say no in that regard. So that's 2 no's. 2 of them. 2 no's. Next up, the Steelers defense forces a turnover within the first 3 drives. I'm going to say yeah, AFC North, You're very comfortable with your opponent. Not only you comfortable with your opponent, like you really know what they're gonna do. It's just a matter of you executing it the right way and being able to minimize what they do well. And if we put them in a situation where they feel like they gotta throw it to get out of a situation early, especially in the first couple drives, I can see Lamar throwing the interception. I can see the Steelers making Lamar fumble, but I can kind of see that towards the end of the game than rather than the beginning of the game. But something just tells me the Steelers defense is going to be able to set the tone early in this game. So I'm going to say yeah. I'm not totally confident in that yeah, but I'm with it though. I'm going to say yeah. Next up. Steelers Jaylen Warren finished the game with more than 100 total yards. This is tough because if you say yeah, if you was with it with Russell and Najee would have more rushing TDs than Lamar, it'll be tough for you to kind of say yeah to this one. I said no to that one, so I can easily say yeah to this one. Jaylen Warren, I can see him having maybe 60 on the ground again, maybe about 40 to 50 in the air. Him fumbling last week at the time he did, I know that's been haunting him all week. Being able to go back out there and do his thing to try to rectify that, because someone like me, I despise fumbling. I despise it, especially from running backs. Like receivers, I can give them grace a little bit, but running backs, this is the way I was brought up around football. Like whether it was playing, being involved in certain stuff, or just, watching it, like watching the Steelers. We value ball carriers that don't fumble. Now, growing up, if you fumble, I just remember if a running back fumbled, the whole team had to pay for it. The whole offense had to pay for it. I didn't like that. It's deep rooted. The hate is deep rooted for it. But like you look at guys like Jerome Bettis, yeah, when you think of Jerome Bettis, a lot of young people think of the fumble against the Colts, which is crazy to think about if that's what you think about with Jerome Bettis. But it's there. But Jerome didn't fumble that often, right? Willie Parker didn't fumble too often, right? He did, but he didn't. He had stretches where he was able to hold on to the ball. Weldy Moore was able to hold on to the ball. I think that's the reason why, and I was just about to start listing some names and stuff, but I think that's the reason why we're running back fumbles for the Pittsburgh Steelers, we take it too hard. A lot of us do, because it's like, yo, we don't do that. We don't fumble. Even if you do fumble, you better get it back. You better not lose no fumble, And because I'm saying that because I know I'm not the only one that think that way. I converse with a couple of Steelers fans that feel the same way as I do. So, well, all right, bet. As long as I ain't alone, man. But back to Jaylen Warren, I think this is the game where he shows up, shows out, and he's a significant piece in our successful offense. So I'm going to say, yeah, Jaylen Warren, let's go. Over 120 yards, man. And last one. The Steelers win the time of possession battle by 4 minutes or more. I can see this being the possibility because I think it will be a strong emphasis, and I think it is every week. But when you play teams like Baltimore, I think number 1, 2, or 3 on the bulletin board is get off the field. Get off the field. Get these guys off the field early so they don't control the time. They don't control the game. They don't do none of that stuff. So I'm just sitting here thinking like, okay, if we're able to successfully do that and we're able to maintain long drives, we should be able to do the thing. We should be able to win this category. But would it be over 4 minutes? I see it being like damn near even, man. But I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say, yeah, I'm with it. I think the Steelers will win the time of possession battle by 4 minutes. So that's that. Are you with it or not? We'll go ahead and take one more break, and then we're gonna get to a deep dive of predictions, man. A deep dive of predictions, and it's not necessarily who I think gonna win or whatever. I'm gonna give you the who, what, when, where, and why. I'm gonna give you all the what. Biggest the what. You feel me? So we're gonna go ahead and take a quick break, man. Be right back. We're gonna do that. We're gonna wrap this episode up, man.
Steeler Nation. What's going on? It's your guy Kev Easy here, man.
Hold up. Just for the record, this is a flashback episode. A flashback blog. On Fridays, you feel me? I used to put flashbacks and Steeler plays up there, but the audio fans didn't like it, and YouTube be tripping. And I don't feel like doing all that fair use stuff. Like, whatever, dude. It ain't that serious to me. So for Fridays or Thursdays shows, that's when I'm gonna do flashback videos or blogs that I did during the week. Now this is a flashback video, so I think it's from last year. So you know what I mean, maybe 2 years ago. Shoot, I don't know. Here we go. We'll take this break and be right back.
Steeler Nation. What's going on? It's your guy Kev Easy here, man. I don't want to say I'm back with another one of them tweet things, but I seen something that I'll say, yo, I have to talk to y'all about this, man. We got 2 former Steelers involved with this one. Former wide receiver for the Pittsburgh Steelers, Antonio Brown. He accuses James Harrison of possibly giving him CTE. Now, this ain't just something that was typed up. This ain't something that I made up. This came from Antonio Brown himself. If you don't believe me, just watch the video.
I wanted to tell you guys that I think James Harrison gave me CTE. James Harrison had a legal helmet for over 20 years in the NFL, and he hit me one time. And ever since he hit me, I've been super aggressive. So blame James Harrison for my CTE.
Yo, me personally, I don't know. I don't know, Steeler Nation. I don't know what made Antonio Brown come out and, say this after a few years of denying that he had CTE, denying. One time he said, how can he have CTE? He's a handsome guy. He said that. Another spot I seen him said, what is CTE? How can you test for CTE? I don't have CTE, and then I'm kind of like, I think you got the wrong player, AB. I think you got the wrong player. I don't know if it was James Harrison. Everybody in Steeler Nation believed it was Vontaze Burfict. Everybody believe it's that. Now, he said that James Harrison had a illegal helmet for 20 years. Yeah, it's your man Kev Easy, man. Y'all let me know in the comments how y'all feel about this, man. You think Antonio Brown is just saying this to say this? Do you think that he mean what he say? Just let me know in the comments, man. This was crazy. This is crazy.
Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe, hit that notification button to stay up to date for Steelers for 7 podcast content.
This is crazy work. Crazy work, man. Yeah, I think y'all go back on the YouTube channel, man, and tap in to the older videos, man. We'll be putting up flashback clips, you feel me? Steelers for 7 podcast things on Fridays, man. Mondays, you already know, press conferences from the game, stuff like that. That's going to be regular. But yeah, man, yeah. Final predictions of the game, right? Let's break this down. Let's sit here, take a look. I said my final score I'm gonna stick to it. Yesterday, I said my final score would be 21-17, right? And this is how I feel like it's gonna happen. I feel like the Steelers will win the coin toss. You know, Baltimore is coming to Pittsburgh, but Baltimore will lose the coin toss. Pittsburgh will get it, and Pittsburgh will want to give Lamar the ball first. Pittsburgh give Lamar the ball first. Lamar does a good job of getting the first down. I think he may get 2 first downs before the either Justin Tucker has to kick a field goal or they have to punt. I don't think they get a touchdown the first drive. I think Steelers defense buckle down before it's time to bend the break. You know, they're gonna buckle down. They're not gonna get to the B and break. So they might be at the E or the N when it comes to bend. You know, no Roethlisberger. But look, that and Steelers get the ball back. I think the Steelers have momentum, being able to get them off the field, whether it was with just 3 points or 0. Steelers will move the ball effectively, get on the board early. I feel like it may be maybe three. But if we score a touchdown there, I think we're able to control the game. I think we'll be able to control the game. It's all about the penalties, man. It's all about the penalties. I think the Steelers will be able to use Mike Williams, George Pickens down the field. Things that Russell do very well. I think we'll be able to do those things well versus the Ravens. The Ravens secondary has been, front seven is still straight, but I don't think their front seven will be able to shut down our run game. So this is all about the Steelers executing what they need to execute offensively, because defensively, I honestly feel like the Steelers just need to be able to hold up. Like, just don't allow consecutive drives of points. You know, whether it's 3, like, I don't even want them getting 3 every possession, because that adds up, you know. And eventually them 3's going to turn into 6s and 7s, man. So I'm not necessarily really going with that. I think that I think the defense will be able to hold up. And when they hold up, guys are going to be able to get off the field. Steelers going to be able to do their thing. Second half, I think that's when the Steelers turn up defensively, and that's when we start really seeing the splash plays. As you can see, for the Are You With It or Not, I said that, you know, the Steelers will force which one was it? Yeah, the one that says the Steelers will force a turnover within the first 3 drives, and Are You With It or Not? I think I said no. I think I probably said yeah too. Y'all gotta wind the tape on. But I think that the Steelers will turn up defensively in the third quarter. That adjustment at halftime. That's one thing we've been A1 at this year. I want to say out of the 9 games we played, a good 8 of those games, halftime adjustments was very well. And the only reason why I say 8 is because we lost 2 of the games. It could have been all of them, honestly. But the second half adjustments has been wonderful for the guys. Wonderful, you know. But yeah, I think the Steelers, that's when the Steelers start to take away any type of hope from Baltimore. But I think Baltimore will find a way. Some play, some mishap from the Steelers will give Baltimore an opportunity to get back into it. And it's going to come down to how the game started. The Steelers defense at the end doing what they have to do. It might have to be 4 downs, you know, Lamar trying to make something happen for 4 downs, and the Steelers win the game that way, turnover or downs. But yeah, I got the Steelers winning 21-17. I know I rambled a little bit, but I was trying to break down this game because I'm going to remember everything I said. So when I watch this game, and it turned out how it turned out, I'm clipping this. Everyone that watched this and everyone that listened to this, y'all gonna be like, yo, Kev, did it again. He did it again. I got a clip somewhere. It's not handy right now, but I got a clip somewhere where I predicted. I think I got like 2 or 3 clips online right now where I predicted exactly how the game was gonna go, and it went just like that. And hopefully this is another one of those. Hopefully this is another one of those, man. But that's it. That's the preview, man. Like I said, man, my birthday's tomorrow. Big 3-3, you feel me? Shout out to everybody that I communicate with on a daily basis. Shout out to everybody that supports Those for 7 podcast. Shout out to everybody that just enjoys the content. You enjoy the content. You use the content to get away from real life things. You feel me? That's all we all do. That's all we all doing this for. People on my level, you feel me? Like, we do all this for that. You got people that do things for the money. You got people that do things just for the clout. And you can tell by the way they content go that it ain't no heart and no soul in it. You feel me? That's why I only deal with the people I deal with in this game. Salute to everybody, you feel me, that deal with me in this game, man. But yeah, I'm excited for this game. I'm sitting here looking at Lamar numbers. I didn't know Lamar was 24-2. That's pretty dope. It's pretty dope, man. This is gonna look bad when you see that 2 turn to 4 or 5 after this week. You know what I'm saying? Russ numbers is gonna continue to go up. Derrick Henry already over 1,000 yards, 12 touchdowns is crazy. Najee averaging 4.1 yards a carry. Not mad at that. Zay Flowers. I like Zay Flowers, man. I like Zay Flowers. Ravens be getting players that I liked in college. I don't like that, though. George Pickens, their numbers is kind of identical in a way. Zay Flowers got 10 more receptions than George Pickens and 8 more targets than George Pickens. So, but they're pretty much the same as far as like where they get the ball, how they get the ball, the average of yards and all that. Touchdowns is 3-2. Zay Flowers up 1. But George Pickens numbers would be a whole lot different if Russ was probably the quarterback from day one. No shot to Justin Fields at all. It's just Russ just knows how to use the players a little better. And I think Justin will get there eventually, but he has to watch it up close. Offensively, man, the Ravens is top 10 in almost every top 5 really in every category. Total yards at first, passing yards at third, rushing yards at first, points they're first, third down percentage they're fourth. Steelers offensively is 18th total, passing 26. I see total in passing yards going up as we continue these games. Rushing is 8th. I feel like we might maintain that or rise a little bit. Points were 12th. It's not bad. 23 is not bad. I just want to go up. I feel like with Russ in command, but being in mid-20s with a defense that we have, that 31 from Baltimore, I think they would have to find a way to get 31. I don't think we have to really find a way to get our 24. Like the Ravens going to really have to try because our defense is like going to be like that. I'm not going to allow them to straight put up 31. Defensively for the Ravens is uncharacteristic. There's some categories here. Total defense, the Ravens is 27th. That is crazy. That is crazy in itself. Passing yards, dead last. Russ might have his career game. We don't know. Russ might go crazy, yeah? But rushing-wise, their defense is number 1, only allowing 73 yards per game. And I honestly feel like they're only number 1 because teams just know they can throw on them. So it's like, why are we going to run for? We're going to run just to do what we got to do, but we're going to set up this pass for real. So I don't know. I don't really know how that goes. Like, if your defense is number 1 in rushing, but you're dead last in passing, how many times the team rushing against you? So I don't know about that number 1 thing right there, man. Points, their defense is 25th with 25 points averaging, allowing. And third down, they're towards the bottom of the league at 30th as far as getting off the field on third down. The Steelers defense ranked 9th in total yards, 19th in passing yards. I don't like that we 19th in passing yards, but honestly, at this point, I think just the way our schemes are, the way that our coverages are, we have to live with that. Because the good in the coverages that we're in is that we create turnovers, you know. But I guess you can't have it all. You can't have it all. Rushing yards, we're 4th with 87. I don't watch all the Ravens games, right? But when I see the Steelers games and you see the Steelers is ranked 4th in rushing yards, teams do try to run the ball against the Steelers. We just shut that down after a certain time, where it's like, all right, you got to kind of pass the ball. You got to try to pass the ball. So, like, I believe the Steelers being 4th place, only allowing about 87 yards on the ground, to the Ravens only allowing 73, I think the Steelers' run defense might be better, just because the Ravens' defense is so weak in the secondary. I don't think teams are really trying that hard to run the ball against them, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Steelers in points, they're ranked number 2, only allowing about 16 a game. So think about that. The Ravens offense averaged about 31 points a game. Steelers is giving up about half that. You're going to lean more towards that defense giving up that than that offense being able to do that. You know, like what I said a little bit earlier, the Ravens offense is going to really have to try to score these points. You know, where the Steelers score the points is like, we're going to score these points regardless. This is what we do. But y'all might have to try to do this because our defense don't allow it. Y'all defense will allow us to do what we do. You know, this matters if we shoot ourselves in the foot or not. And I'm not sure where I'm at. And last one was third down. Steelers is ranked 10th. And we've been doing better with that. I don't like when we are in situations where we're in third and long. I feel like we don't have the defense for third and long. Normally they be like, yo, offensive teams don't have they don't have enough plays for third and long. They don't have enough plays for second and long, whatever, right? Steelers defense don't got the defense for third and long. You know, I'm always nervous every time it's third and long. I'm like, all right. Hopefully we can stop them close to the line. But yeah, man, right now Steelers is 3-1 at home. The Ravens is 3-2 on the road. This will be the Steelers' first division game where the Ravens is 2-1 in the division. In the conference, the Ravens is 4-3. The Steelers is 4-1. Right now, the Steelers is riding a 4-game win streak, and the Ravens is riding a 2-game win streak. Game gonna be on CBS. It's 1 o'clock game. I don't understand how it's 1 o'clock. This should definitely be. It should have got flexed to the night game. I ain't gonna front. What is the night game? Bengals and Chargers. They could have flipped that. They could have flipped that for real. You know, you had enough time to flip that. You could have flipped it at least a week or two ago. To be honest with you, could have flipped it, but it is what it is, man. Steeler Nation, appreciate y'all for tapping in. We're gonna wrap this show up, man. This your man Kev Easy, Steelers for 7 podcast, episode 170. Steelers versus Ravens, round 1. Fight!
Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. It's your man Kev Easy here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and follow Steelers for 7 podcasts on all platforms.
It's a new season, baby. Steelers for 7 podcast. You already know what it is, man. Gang, gang. You already know what it is, man. It's still a gang. It's a gang. It's the gang. You already know what it is, man. Going for that motherfucking Super Bowl, yeah.
Steelers for 7, yeah, we about to go get it. Still a game, we win it. Go down in the trenches, yeah. We ain't trying to kick it like Drake. We do it for the 6s, then we can kick it. Yeah, this our division. The other 3 go missing. Come on, let's get it. Yeah, this our division. Super Bowl, let's win it. Steelers for 7, yeah, we about to go get it. Still a gang, we win it. Go down in the trenches, yeah. We ain't trying to kick it like Drake. We do it for the 6s, then we can kick it. Yeah, this our division. The other 3 go missing. Come on, let's get it. Yeah, this our division. Super Bowl, let's win it.